Hey everybody, Big Pants here. Quick Minecraft video today. Sorry for my voice, I've got a cold. This is my redstone testing world. Welcome. My son Luke, we started teaching him about these circuits, made this little gate land, and we have all these different circuits, and if anybody ever wants to hear about them or learn this, I'd be happy to go through them someday. Anyway, got lots of circuits in here, and I just come up with a new circuit today that my son and I found that we really like it. And so the three-way switch, which is also known as the XOR gate or the XNOR gate, I have demonstrations here for both of them. We came up with a new one using the new observer block. So the way an XOR gate works is if both switches are in the same position, the signal is off, and if they're in a different position, it's on. So here you see that whichever you switch will change it, but if they're both in the same position, then it's always off. And an XNOR gate is the same, but it's just the opposite. When they're in the same position, it's on. And I'll give you a little bird's eye view of these circuits, so you can kind of pause the video if you ever wanted one of them. That's kind of what they look like. The XNOR is this one here, and it's the same thing, except for that it's always off whenever both switches are different and on when both switches are the same. So here, for example, you can see when they're the same, they're on. Okay, so that's a classic XNOR gate. This is the smallest one right here, as you can see. Anyway, all right, so that's the XOR and XNOR gates. They're three-way switches, really handy for things like in your house, if you have a room that has two exits on either side, or hallway or something, you flip the switch on one end of the hallway, the light comes on, walk to the other end of the hallway, flip the switch there, it goes back off again, that kind of stuff. Very handy in your Minecraft builds as well, for closing doors on both sides of a door and that kind of thing. Okay, so what I came up with today was using this new observer block instead of this complicated redstone circuitry, which even still confuses me a little bit. We have this system here, and what this does is you have a redstone torch taking a signal to that redstone lamp, and it just goes down that hole, and whenever these sticky pistons go back and forth with that block of wool, it basically blocks the signal and shuts off the light. The reason this works is because sticky pistons will leave a block behind when they have a single pulse, and a redstone observer, this new block, whenever it sees something change with the state of this block, it sends a real quick pulse. So it'll push the block over, the sticky piston will push the block over, but it won't pull it back, and that turns it off. And of course the same thing happens for either side. So what we have here is an XOR gate with very little redstone, and that's just, I don't know, that's just cool. I really like that. And then to make it into an XNOR gate, all you got to do is break the wool block and move it over to the other spot. And so over here, I made one like that. And so here it's an XNOR. So when the blocks or when the switches are in the same position, it's on. So again, it just all you have to do is determine where you put that block, and you can use virtually any block right there. Okay, so that's the XOR and XNOR three-way switches using the redstone observer block and a couple sticky pistons. Thanks for watching, and God bless.